Hey everyone, we'll be starting in a moment. I am just getting everything set up. Okay, up on there. Connection is done. Close these. That. Connection seems good. Voice is being picked up. I think we are good to go. So, hello everyone. Welcome to another stream of Ace Attorney Investigations. Today, we are continuing where we had left off last time, where we had managed to find out the truth about the airplane murder. I was right. It was the blonde woman. It's always the blondes. They're always murderers. It's because they like to have a good time that they're killers. Because they have fun doing it. But anyway, we are now on to the third case, where we are going to a creepy theme park about Blue Badger, and the Blue Badger's outfit is really terrifying. And we got a preview last time. We're going to be watching it again, obviously, because that was a preview. Now we're actually playing it. We're going to see what we can get up to, what we can learn, and hopefully find out where someone's kidnapped son has gone. But, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Hey, Rafatron, you got here quick. Think you can do a Jersey voice? I don't know. I can't remember what a Jersey voice is like, so maybe. But we will find out, so let's get to it. I want to get straight into this. Get as much as we can out of the way. Badger, 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 badger. Yeah. Mushroom, mushroom. Ooh, new background. Again. Let me sure it's showing up. Yes, it is. Cool. Refresh restream. Oh, the one that goes like, "Hey, boss." And maybe I'll be able to do that. Mr. J. Right. Showing up on there. Voices be picked up. Everything seems good. Let's go. Told you it was horrifying. Right, not clicking continue because that would continue from where we were. We need to load from here. May disappear for a bit today. That's fine. I'm just glad you could make it. March 13th, 10:11 a.m. Question mark face? It's time. Don't worry, Mr. Edgeworth. I'll be following your every movement with my binoculars. Good to hear. Now make sure you don't lose sight of me. I'm counting on you for backup. You can count on me, sir. I have to go. The kidnapper is supposed to contact me soon. Who would have thought that upon my return, I would be thrust into a kidnapping case? And that I would be the one who would have to make the ransom drop-off. Being a chauffeur? Oh, okay. Let's see. I checked that the money is all there, safe inside this suitcase. All I have to do is await further instructions from the kidnapper, which I'm expecting to be transferred to my cell phone. I wonder, who else is around? This is the meeting place, after all. Gatewater. Gatewater Hotel? Okay. Welcome to Gatewaterland! Oh, thank you. And a big hello to you. I'm the Proto Badger. Nice to meet you. Excuse me, but would you happen perhaps thinking of taking a picture with me? A picture of you? Sorry, but I'm not interested. Lots of Easter eggs in this case, that's great. Looks like there's a smiley face back here. Ah, that's too bad. Well, have a good day. Hello? Who are you? You are not Ernest Amano. I have to do this voice again. It sounds like the kidnapper is using some sort of voice alteration device. I'm his representative, Miles Edgeworth. Are you a cop? No, I'm a prosecutor. I know what you're wondering, and yes, I have brought the ransom money with me. I see. In that case, bring the money with you to the stadium. The hotel got that popular off the murder. Yeah. That one murder case apparently was so popular compared to all the other ones, which are so much more interesting. So this person intends to see if I'm being followed, huh? Please, Detective Gumshoe, I really need you to come through for me this one time. The child and the bald man. Edgeworth sends a photo of his badge. See? I am a prosecutor. My badge tells me that I am. Gavanier's thing again. Max Galactica and Troop Gramry. Edgeworth speaking. Next, come to the haunted house. And just how long do you intend me to have wander around for? That's for me to decide. You don't have much of a choice here, my friend. I suppose not. To be fair, it got proper expanded and then had the killer case. Yeah, I guess. I've arrived. Go inside. Again, his reflection is like stuttering behind a few frames, so it looks weird. What a dismal place. Depressing picture. That's it. Go through those doors. Am I being watched from somewhere? It's Dracula. Leave the money and go now. Apparently it's 5 past 5. Ugh. I was hoping for an exchange, but maybe I should do as they say for now and not push it. I couldn't even catch a glimpse of the kidnapper. Perhaps I should keep an eye on this haunted house until backup arrives. He looks so done with life. Oh, I actually said that. It was a trap. I'm being extra, like, spooky with his voice at the moment. March 13th, 11:23. That guy betrayed. I don't know who this is. No, can't be. Then the deal. Who is that? And what are they talking about? Split police. Alright. In front of meetup. I can't move my body. I fear I may faint again. Where is this guy? This is a cool little dude. Where am I? How long was I out? It wasn't raining like this it is now when I made the drop-off. Oh, they've got different badgers. They've got the normal badger, I guess the cool badger, the proto badger, and then female badger? This was supposed to be a simple affair. So why have I been taken hostage as well? I can only assume Detective Gumshoe lost sight of me at some point. The only reason I agreed to be the drop-off man was because of that phone call. The guy with the big ears, Ernest Amano, the director of the powerful Zaibatsu, the Amano group. and dresses like a Japanese man. Even though it's supposed to be in Japanifornia. But aside from that, I also owe him a great debt of gratitude. His only son Lance has been kidnapped. I know that Lance is already in his 20s, but I guess some things you never grow out of. Being kidnapped? I can't sit around waiting for someone to come help me. I must escape somehow. I don't know who this is, but it sounds like a woman mostly going by like the higher toned bidimp-dimps. The sounds. I don't know why I said it like that. Was that you making that funny sound? Who's there? And how dare you laugh at a gentleman's plight? I've seen you in stuff. In like promotional things. You have a giant key in your hair. You look silly. Who are you? Are you one of the kidnappers? Meet the Josie girl. Crushed a vein. I have to speak Jersey for her. Ugh. It's already hard doing other accents. I have to do a Jersey one. I'm not even American, damn it. It's gonna sound so bad. A kidnapper, me? No way, I'm not into such petty crimes. This is not Jersey at all. Nope. I'm after something much, much bigger. Crikey. Can I make her Australian instead? That would be easier. Hope you like her more than I did. Oh, that's not a good sign. I must be worn out from today's ordeals. Focus, Miles. Oh, I forget to introduce myself. So bad. Sorry about that. You're just saying me to do Harley Quinn. I'm not Harley Quinn. I can't do Harley Quinn's voice. Mr. J. That's pretty much all I can do is that word and one other thing I can't remember right now. Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight. Don't think you're allowed to do Australian. I'm allowed to do whatever I want. There's no rights against the Australian. Batman. One alone who soars to shine. The light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the great thief Yatagarasu. Great thief? And did she really just claim to be the Yatagarasu? Oh, but my real name is Kay Faraday. I just call people my secret identity because, you know, I don't care. You can call me Kay, Kay? Good, glad that's settled. Not quite. I have a mountain of questions for you. But first, if you'd be so kind to remove these ropes. I wonder. Should I remove them? It was actually having a lot of fun watching you make those silly faces. Hey, there's no need to get all mad and icy glary on me, you know? The most stereotypical Indian accent possible. I'm not doing any accent at the moment, I think. This rope goes through here, and there you go. What a relief. I owe you my thanks. That's okay. You can pay me back in full later. Now then, what question should I start with? Unfortunately, I can already tell nothing is going to be easy with this cheeky girl. Why are you almost the same height? I think it's her hair. It just gives her a few more inches. You don't like her arc? Oh, okay. You call yourself a great thief. Are you really a thief at all? You doubt me? I get it. You think a young lady like me couldn't possibly be such a big-time thief, right? That's not the part I have a tough time believing. I'm the real, genuine Yatagarasu, you know? Yeah, I'm a pure-blooded great thief. It's a little something I inherited from my predecessor. In that case, you wouldn't mind if I arrested you then, right? What? Of course I'd mind. I hadn't stolen anything yet. Seriously, I don't even know how you can say such a horrible thing to your savior. That's true. Technically, she hasn't stolen anything in front of me. Yet. When you say you're the Yatagarasu, do you mean the Yatagarasu? Yep. The most righteous of the righteous, the legendary great thief. But I inherited the title only recently, so I haven't had a chance to steal anything yet as the second Yatagarasu. I was not aware that thieves could pass down their title like that. But don't worry, I've got some big plans in the works. Big plans, huh? And that wouldn't happen to be a big arrest, would they? I knew it. There's just no reason with the prosecutor. I'm not the problem here. I'll have you know that the Yatagarasu has no interest in stealing petty trinkets. There's one thing and one thing only I want to steal. Only one thing? And what would that be? But that's gonna have to wait until we figure out a way out of here. Well, at least there is one thing we agree on. Couldn't you just come in the way, or go out the same way you came in? I'm sure I'll have plenty of time later to learn more about you. So you never told me what your name is, Mr. Prosecutor. I guess not. I am Miles Edgeworth. Aha, now I remember. How can you remember something I just told you? But she sure is cheery. A lobster. Alright then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's get out of here. I'll just let you do that for a bit. I think I got it this time. Okay, this time. It would seem that we are locked in from the other side. What? No way! I don't hear you, la. Oh, I made her into Arnold there. Kay, do you remember where you came in from, right? It looks like there might be our only way out of this room. Whoops, slight miscalculation. That's a good height to make an entrance from, but I can't jump that high to make an exit. I suppose we have no choice but to look around and see if we can find another way out. Isolation room. She's still working that door. By the way, I'm a prosecutor. Look at my badge. Hey, don't you think getting out of here is more important right now? You can ask me about it later. I suppose she's right. Bash your giant head key into it, yeah. Haunted house, stadium, Wild Wild West. How does any of this pertain to the Blue Badger? Why is there a stadium? What's up with the haunted house? What is the Wild Wild West doing here? What? I mean, I can kind of see the Wild Wild West because Blue Badger was in the part where they had a cowboy, but that was one guy. What do we got here? Benefactor when I studied abroad in Germany. Director of the Amano Group. Son of an Ernest Amano. Victim of the kidnapping. I knew him when he was a child. I'm going to call it Ernest Amano kidnapped himself. And he did all this just to get money and then run away with, I don't know, the money, or maybe with a loved one or something, or maybe he committed a murder. I don't know. Self-purported thief. She suddenly appeared, but was why was she stalking me? She's 17. Oh, what is this? Looks like the Blue Badger, and it's looking as bad as ever. Looks like a costume head to me. I guess the Blue Badger's costume is at the very least a two-piece, huh? The real question is, why is there only the head sitting out here on the floor? Costume separated into head and body. This head was left in the isolation room. Lance was kidnapped, not Ernest. Whatever, one of them, someone was kidnapped. Isn't this my phone? It looks like it made through the ordeal intact. If only there's a way for us to contact someone on the outside. But we do have a way, right here. Got the most oldest phone possible, Edgeworth. What the hell? That's like a phone from the 80s. There was a cell phone here this whole time? You say this with the confidence of someone who's played this. I didn't say it with any confidence. I just said it because most of the time my things are just My predictions just end up correctly, so I'm just like, yeah, sure, whatever I'm saying is going to be true, whatever, fine. I'll just take it. Fun fact, Kay was born on... Oh, okay, born on 9/11. I guess that's why her hair's tall. I don't know. If I'm right, Detective Gumshoe should have contacted the precinct for backup for now. Wrong voice, but I guess we're making him sound like her now. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, are you okay? I was so worried, sir. I'm fine. I was knocked unconscious for a spell by the kidnapper, that's all. I'm sorry, sir. I'm such a failure. If only I hadn't lost sight of you. Detective, we don't have time for this. Have the police set up a perimeter right now. You don't have to worry about that, sir. I already got the boys working on that. But in doing that, I sort of, What's wrong, Detective? Don't know who this is. Sorry to butt in, but I'm afraid you're going to have to make do with me. Who is this? Shilong Lang of Interpol. A pleasure to speak with you, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard a great deal about you. So what exactly is an Interpol agent like yourself involved in a domestic kidnapping case? Oh, don't sweat the details. A crime's a crime, whether it's a local or a global scale. Besides, you're the one who's in a world of trouble. And why would you say that? Lang Zi says the pack that runs together stays together. You catch my drift? You cause quite a ruckus by running blindly into a situation that can getting caught. You should have contacted the police from the very beginning. I'm sorry that this happened because of a lapse in judgment. However, I humbly request that you please help me out of here post-haste. Sorry, no can do. What? We're hunting the kidnapper now and haven't got any hands to spare. As I said, my pack moves as one. You're just gonna leave someone that's been kidnapped alone because they were not doing it the right way? Screw you. What kind of policeman are you? You're the one who wanted to do it alone, so good luck to you, Mr. Prosecutor. Oh, and once we do catch the kidnapper, rest assured we'll come find you. Eventually. You... What's wrong? Did you get cut off? No, my phone ran out of power. No way! It doesn't matter anyway. We should try to get out of here through our own means. Yeah, I've got a name to live up to after all. She's just Maya. She's this game's Maya, isn't she? Random Japanese woman that can do some sort of special trick. Maya can speak to dead people. Freaking, woman from the Great Detective is able to be smart and use logic and have a book. This person is a ninja. Can we demote him to the L game? I don't know, can we? If we put our head together, we'll sure find a way out. They're holding a Blue Badger photo rally. You didn't know? Plus, it's not the Blue Badger. It's his whole family, too. If you manage to snap a shot of every member of the Blue family, you get a real posh prize. Badger photo rally. Take a picture of every member of the Badger family and receive a prize. There's only one of each of the 4 family members wandering throughout the park. Best of luck. Probably when I see that Zilong guy, I'll probably be able to give him a proper voice. I just gave him that because I was like, sure, maybe he speaks differently on the phone. Well, there's a costume head sitting over there. Why not start with a picture of that? You can't do that, that's cheating. There's only one of each badger in the park, so you have to work for it. Speaking of badgers, there was one sitting against the wall in the haunted house. Seriously? But somehow I don't think that one counts, Mr. Edgeworth. You have to take pictures of the costume ones walking around the park. How to make Lang better, simply replace Lang with the random L word. Everything it comes up. So those are the rules of this game. How quaint. Try to get the whole Badger family. Is this paint or glue? Maybe we can use the paint to help us escape. And what exactly do you have in mind? Well, we could paint help in a really giant letters. And who, pray tell, would see those giant letters? We're inside a building. Okay, then how about we light paint on fire and send out colored smoke signals? Anyone who saw it would think some crazy arsonist was about to call the cops. Actually, that may not be great for me, seeing as I'm a thief and all. Let's try to find something other than this paint to use, shall we? She is also as useful as Maya. Paint 100 layers. Man, why'd I have to put the windows up so high up anyway? How is a thief supposed to make her daring escape? I suppose we could make our way out if we were able to climb up on top of these lockers. Haha, that's pretty clever. You make a good thief, Mr. Edgeworth. Please don't ever place my name and the word thief in the same sentence again. Let's see. I wonder if I can jump up and grab the top of the locker here. Or you could just stand on my shoulders, but I guess I don't want to do that. Man, why'd I have to make such ginormous lockers anyway? How you compare Kay and Cesaro? Maya is clearly more useful. If we can get to the top, we can escape. If only there were some footholds. Hey, there's something inside the bottom right box. Oh, I think it's a pink badger costume. Pink badger? You don't keep up with what's going on in the world, do you? I only just got back to this country. In that case, you better study up on the whole badger clan with this. The proto-badger, the very first badger. Bad badger, the vile criminal with a gun. The blue badger, an ally of justice who keeps the peace. Pink badger, no turbage. Pink, a unique pink bow. Everyone else has like a unique story to them. The pink one is just pink. That's it, that's just her thing. What is this thing? I think of it as a Bible of all the things you'll ever need to know about the clan. Whatever. I suppose I can keep it as a reference guide or something. Maybe as tissue paper. I'm starting to think that maybe I should make Edgeworth more sassy when he's reading things in his mind. Like when he's talking to people. He's like, Gumshoe, go over there, you worthless sack of shit. Nah. I suppose this means that this is where they'll keep all the costumes. It certainly looks that way. It's like the Badger's family home. There are 8 boxes, but 7 of them are empty. Which means the 7 of the costumes are in use right now. What about the key? That's right there. But aren't these badgers the mascots of the police force? Well, I heard that the police had a hand in sponsoring this theme park. Probably because the Gatewater Group owes the police for all those cases they solve. They all have all the power of the state, and they've used it to make a theme park? It's not just any theme park, they have a handcuff-shaped double-looping roller coaster. How is that fun? That's quite enough. I'm feeling woozy from just the thought of such a thing. I won't rest until I expected every suspicious look-nooky cranny. I suppose this is the pink badger. But since it has the same design, doesn't it seem forced to call this one a female? You think so? I mean, just look at how long her eyelashes are. That's the only difference. There's no curves to this thing. How can this be a woman? And the fact that she's pink. Yes, and I like pink. And her lips are red sea lipstick. They are? I can't see that. What? She has nothing to say about the giant pink wyvern? Is that too obvious? This is the blue badger I met at the main gate. Excuse me, but his name is Proto Badger and not Blue Badger. He's based off the very first design created by the local police chief. You know, when you compare the two, the blue badger looks a bit cuter. I suppose as he continued to redesign them, the chief managed to make him cuter and cuter. Even humanity has come a long way when you think about how much we have evolved. Are we comparing the blue badger to humans now? So this is the blue badger's rival, the bad badger, huh? Do you feel some sort of reverence towards this badger, Kay? Ha! I can't believe you would be so stereotypical when it comes to thieves. I mean, that's what thieves are. Surely you must also think there are much cooler, much cuter ones out there, right? That's it. I've decided that thieves and thievery need an image makeover. Well, good luck with that one. Look, it's the blue badger. I suppose even this thing can be popular with women. My nemesis. Oh, what in the... Why is she beating it up? He's got the word badge written in his name. There's nothing but bad news for someone like me. And to think he's out there wandering around in this park. I better be careful, or he's going to arrest me by the power of by his name alone. I somehow doubt that the Blue Badger has the power to arrest anyone, especially a 17-year-old girl. There'd probably be a lawsuit involved. And what have we here? Why do I feel a laser-like stare aimed right at me? Did you want to take a look? Well, don't mind if I do. Oh, I see. Yes, this is definitely a key. I'm sure it's a key to something. I may be able to open something somewhere in this room with this key. Thus something is what is relevant to my interests. Really? You're not going to see what this is? This is probably a rota to say who's in the suits right now. This would probably be important. I think that's everything I can look at there. Oh, a new one. Do you know where the person who kidnapped me went? Well, after they locked you up in here. It sounded like they went into the next room and started talking to someone. I feel like I've heard something as well, but it's all a haze in my mind. However, I do recall that the kidnapper was talking with someone. It was just a guess before but I guess I really am dealing with two kidnappers here. After that, they left. It almost seemed as if they were done with you. I suppose that is the case, as my kidnapping seems like an afterthought to the $1 million. I just have to say, $1 million right now is not a lot, but it would still help a lot of people. Well, if everyone got just 1 million. But it would tank the economy if they did. Well, if it went into the next room, let's see what we can find through the slot. Her mouth opened so wide you could shove her entire scarf into it. Also, her teeth need to line because it just looks like she's just got white in her mouth, like she's eating marshmallows. Oh, you're not standing there anymore. That's good. Ooh, can we peer into the room of kidnappers we're in from here? I won't rest until I suspicious Ukrainian looking. Ooh, chairs. There's a door on the opposite side that appears to be the same as this one, which would mean that I can probably assume that these two rooms are similar in structure. I believe I may have found our ticket out. Is that what I think it is? It looks like the kidnappers had an escape tunnel prepared just in case. That's awesome! They're like a bunch of great thieves themselves. No, they're not, because I highly doubt they made the tunnel themselves. The floor panel was removed and propped up against the beam in a very specific way. To make sure it doesn't close on them. I think this building was originally built with a basement or underground area. Is it going to end up being this is one of like an old military complex or something and they converted it into a theme park? That seems to happen a lot in Japan. Just saying. Alright, let's have a look. Let's see if this works. Nope. And not exactly a shining example of the perfect line of logic. My health. Maybe you can use the boxes? No, not really. Well, let's keep looking around. Maybe there's something underneath the top. Because if it is made the same way, that would mean that there's something underneath the tarp here. But I can't really... Costumes of the Badger family are kept in the isolation room. Underground room. Anything new? No. I must have missed something here. Oh, I did. There is a beam in the next room identical to the one in this room. There's even a hook on it to hold a propped-up floor panel in place. Which reminds me, do you find something useful, Mr. Edgeworth? Perhaps. I may have found a very handy hint to how we'll get out of here. Was that it? Yes. And this is the beam I was tied to. What's up? I was pondering if perhaps we could make it over there, the window if we climb this. Good thinking. And if it's climbing action you need, just leave it to me. Thanks. This little hook looks like it might make it for a good foothold. Up you go, Kay, and good luck. Count on it. She's 1 foot in it. The great thief Yadagarasu spreads her mighty wings and takes to the skies. Here I go. Very graceful. As I thought, the beam was definitely not made for climbing. What do you mean, as I thought? I'm not your guinea pig, you know. Or maybe now I can do it. This hook on this beam. You know, I already tried, and there's no way I can jump up from this hook to the window. Come on, even you have to admit there's something not possible. I wasn't suggesting you climb up the... jump from the hook. I suggested you climb up the beam. But what can I expect from a child? I was about to suggest that again. Rather, that it's here for a different purpose. Really, like what? As you saw in the adjacent room, it's clearly for keeping a door panel propped up. Which means that there should be a panel in this room that we can open as well. Oh, I get it. I don't get it. We didn't notice its existence at the time because it was being hidden by this top. Alright then, let's fold this thing up and see what's underneath. Now this is what I call treasure. Wow, this must be another entrance to the secret hidden basement. I totally smell treasure. She's becoming more Valley Girl as time goes on. The scent I wish to smell is the sweet fragrance of freedom. Then what are you waiting for? Hurry up and open up the hatch. Alright. He looks like he's, like, depressed in this pose. This thing is locked down tight. Ah, fiddlesticks. Who says fiddlesticks? I believe you're up, Kay. Huh? Why me? Well, because you're a thief, I thought you could lockpick it, but as you're not, because we need to use the tiny key that you've just taken quite a liking to. Oh, gotcha. Just leave it to me. I love the tense feeling of these moments when you're about to uncover something big. I believe the feeling of freedom would be much more satisfying right about now. Alright. I got the secret door open, and now... You just jumped down there. Wait. Wow. Are you alright? Kay. I'm fine. The ladder just slipped is all. Did they try to hide the ladder by cutting it instead of moving it? Because you can still see it. Like a little slither of it right there. Thank goodness she's alright. I had had a cornery. There's a lot of really large machinery down here. What about an exit? Yeah, they just cut it. They could have cut it a little bit better than that. It's really dark and cramped down here, so I really doubt there's an exit. I can't believe that happened. You've only yourself to blame for leaping before you looked, you know. No way. I mean, how was I supposed to know that the ladder was removable? Looks as though it can be easily removed, but is it really safe to use? I finally got the door to the underground area open. Okay, I just want to confirm that that there wasn't any exit down there. Yeah, it was really cramped and there was a lot of really large machinery. I see. Are you hurt at all? I'm perfectly fine. I was just a little surprised when the ladder suddenly slipped out from under me. I wonder if this ladder can be put to some use. I want to go down below. I want to check the room out. I figured out how we'll escape this prison, Kay. Oh? So how are we going to bust out? It seems that your reckless actions were of use after all. Are you actually praising me? More of a thank you for giving me an idea regarding this ladder. The underground ladder? What about it? This ladder isn't just for those who wish to go down. Oh, I see. If we use this... Yes, I believe it's long enough to reach the top of those lockers. Well then, what are we waiting for? Investigation complete. Alright, now we can get out of here. Yes, we've spent entirely too much time in here. The kidnappers who held me hostage and a mysterious Interpol agent. This case is only getting started, and I'll be the one to bring it a resounding end. Whoa, these guys look cool! I like that guy in the brown suit. March 13th, 12:11 p.m., Wild Wild West area. No, don't leave me, brown suit man. He's putting those pole dancing lessons to use. It looks like he's stopped raining for now. Yeah, and thank goodness. You have no idea how hard it was raining earlier. Mr. Edgeworth! I'm so glad you managed to escape, sir. I was so stressed that I thought my heart was going to give out. Detective Gumshoe, I asked what in the world that is. Well, that's, Oh, wow. Men in Black. Count off! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 98, 99. Shifu. Oh man, we're playing Zenless? Shifu, all 99 members are here and accounted for, sir. Oh, wow. What is that outfit you're wearing? And he's got the fluff too. And she's fine, I guess. Her hair doesn't look real. He sounds like a cocky guy. He'd be like, yeah, what the heck do you think you're doing carrying my cubs off like that? Every person is a valuable human being, you get me? And everyone has a name for their parents gave them. No one is a 2 or a 3. Everyone, regardless of age or rank, is number 1. Got it? Shifu, Shifu. You're Agent Lang, I take it? You infidel! How dare you address our Shifu so rudely? Grr. Lang Zi says, a cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. So don't you ever forget to show proper respect towards another person. Sheena. This isn't much, but please accept my card. He's holding it out like that. Oh, thank you. Please accept mine in return. This is a Japanese thing. No one shares cards like this. They're just like... People are just like, here's my card, there you go, bye. You all see that just now? This is the proper way of 2 people to show respect. Keep that in mind if you'll get far in life, got it? Ah, that's right. Franziska did warn me. There's something about an elite Interpol agent from the Republic of Senfa. Apparently, this man was the highest successful arrest rate in the organization. Agent Lang, why exactly is an Interpol agent involved with this clearly domestic case? That's none of your business, Mr. Prosecutor. We should show other people respect. That's none of your business. How is it not? I've heard a rumor or two about you. You solved a murder that occurred during a flight home recently, right? Ha! But you sure took a while just to arrest one little flight attendant. How pathetic. How dare you say that about Mr. Edgeworth? Are you saying you could have sold it faster, pal? The comedic relief jumps to the aid of his master. How cliché. Look, what I'm getting at is if that I had been there, no one would have died. I would have just known beforehand before someone was murdered and have put a stop to it before it happened. I would have solved the entire case, and Agent Hicks would still be with us here today. Agent Lang knew yesterday's victim, Agent X.B. Hicks. Hicks was like a brother to me, so now I'm not to take revenge. Agent Hicks was investigating a smuggling ring with Francisca and a third person. This must be the man she was talking about. In that case, you should understand how I feel, as the kidnapped is someone I know. So I ask that you please allow me to... This isn't your neatly trimmed courtroom of Eden, you know. You're out in the wilderness. Or what? Wilderness! Why is that hard to say? Wilderness now, Mr. Prosecutor, and way out of your league. No hard feelings, but why don't you go back to your control room now, pretty boy? You dare mock the court and my golden locks? My luscious locks? I do, and I don't need the help of a filthy prosecutor. Sorry, but the truth doesn't need the likes of you to distort it today. Who uses the adjective filthy to describe a prosecutor? Respectable people? People that know? And why? Why do I feel such intense loathing emanating from him? Alright, man. Good job on the perimeter around Great Wall Land. Now just find the kidnapper and bring the punkum to me. Dismissed. Sir! Now then, Mr. Prosecutor, you just sit tight here and don't cause any trouble, understand? Wait! Mr. Edgeworth, it's been a while since I last met someone so disagreeable. Why of all places did he show up here, and completely out of the blue at that? I suppose I'll have to ask Detective Gumshoe to fill me in on that. They all make wolf noises. Woof, sir, woof. Whee! Every time. Great job, Detective. Sir, for losing sight of me and the kidnapper, allowing my investigation to be hijacked. Sir, I look forward to your next month's salary assessment. But the case isn't lost yet, sir. I'm going to show you just how much of a man Dick Gumshoe can be. Shall I repair the 21-gun salute now or later? Detective, are you sure it was the precinct you called for backup? Of course, sir. I think I would know the number to my own precinct like the back of my hand. Then why did an Interpol agent show up instead, with an army of his own agents? That I have no idea. About 5 minutes after I made the call, that wolfman showed up out of nowhere, sir. Agent Lang definitely has an agenda, so the question is, what is he after? Mr. Edgeworth, I was wondering if I may ask about one thing, sir. Yes, what is it? Who's the girl? Over there, I mean? Oh, I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant, Kay Faraday. What? Funny, I don't recall making my assistant Kay. Hey, yeah, I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Me! It's been like that since forever! You can't take this job from me! Sorry, but I just stole your supporting role. How can you say something so serious with that giant grin on your face, pal? Mr. Edgeworth, we've got a thief on our hands, sir. She stole my role, sir. I'm taking her in, getting her convicted and making sure she serves her sentence. Oh, come on, it'll be fun, just like musical chairs. You better stay fast on your feet. No way. I will not lose the spotlight to you, little bitch. I mean, girl. Imagine if that's the one time he just, gets so angry he doesn't care about not swearing. He's just like, fuck you! This is my spot! If you're going to show me your prosecutor's badge, then I'll show you my police badge. Your wallet is looking rather thin, Detective. Huh? Oh, whoops. I must have left my badge at home. I always get the two mixed up. That's not a laughing matter, Detective. Gatewall Land. Who would have guessed this place would be such a success? The Gatewater Group and I go way back, you know. Yes, same here. I handled 2 murder cases that took place at 2 of their hotels. And it was you who headed the investigation in each case. Oh, I remember that, sir. I was 16 back then, standing in front of the hotel in that snow. Clearly, we are not on the same page here. I'm sorry, sir. Absolutely nothing is coming to mind right now. As a man, the only thing I can attest to is this. To be a man, I, Dick Gumshoe, will tell no lie. His heart's in the right place. Now to work on his deduction skills. Hey, little girl, do you like guns? You'll like my gun pretty soon because you become familiar with it. Oh, are you participating in the photo rally too, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm only doing it as part of my duties. Yeah. I see. In that case, keep up the good work. So how many have you found so far? I've been sort of busy with the investigation, so I haven't really found any yet. But something tells me that finding the blue badges isn't really a part of his duties. We actually got a copy, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, can you show me the last page? The last page? Very well. Let's see here. Interesting. Why is your name listed under the special thanks? That's it, sir. You found it. That's because I did the choreography of the Dance Dance Blue Badger song. I suspect that no one entrusts him with any real responsibilities at work. Love how he doesn't even know how to properly do gun noises. Look, I'm in a rush here, okay? I'm reading, I'm doing voices. I can't do everything, man. Leave me alone. Rafferjon's being mean to me. Barrels. It's an empty barrel. I'd venture to guess that it was only for the purposes to set up the mood. It's an old-fashioned rocking chair, the kind that makes you feel instantly at ease. There's something written here. A soothing 10-minute sitting for only $100? I see. Reverse psychology. Make it so expensive that no one would dare to sit on it. Man, I can't calmly do any stealing at all with all that detective around. I suppose it's not easy when there's this many members of law enforcement in the vicinity. It's alright. It's not like I'm in a hurry to steal just any old thing. Which is it? Do you plan to steal something or not? Yeah, and I'm paying you so I can do as I please. No, you're not. You're not paying me nothing. Quite the mystery, this one. Maybe I should talk with her a bit more. Also, seriously, even if someone was paying me, I would not allow them to, treat me like shit. So, you know. Maybe an American thing, but even kids know how to do guns noises. I know! I'm busy, okay? I can't do everything! Quite the mystery, this one. Maybe I should talk with her a bit more. Resub this month? Did you? I mean, I saw the notification come up to say that you did, but then it immediately got cancelled, so it didn't go through. I think. Unless it does a weird thing for that. But, I don't know, maybe that was just a Patreon issue. So, what are you going to do about your investigation into the kidnapping? A good question. Since Agent Lang holds the authority to investigate this case now, this makes things a bit more complicated. Oh, come on, you can't let that stop you. Ugh. Yeah, I had, hair in my mouth. Ugh. I'll even lend you a hand, so let's go. But you're a self-purported great thief, are you not? I don't believe I can let someone of an awful nature participate in an investigation. You don't like to listen, do you? I'm not just any old great thief, I'm the Yatagarasu. And as I said earlier, the Yatagarasu is after only one thing. What is the one and only thing you're after? The Yatagarasu is only interested in one thing, and that is the truth. I see. You've suddenly gotten serious. It was 7 years ago. There was a vigilante who threw the business world into a panic. 7 years ago would be before the first Phoenix Wright game at this point, I think. Labeled mysterious and phantom-like, the Yatagarasu appeared and vanished at will. Though we still don't know how much this thief's ultimate goal, or we still don't know much about this thief's ultimate goal, we do know the targets. The The Yatagarasu liked to find and publicly disclose evidence of corrupt dealings of all sorts. Once a target was chosen, no dramatic calling card or announcement was sent forth. Instead, the chosen corporation was infiltrated without even the target noticing. As it should be. Some days later, the evidence that was found was sent out to the mass media, along with a card with the mark of a three-legged raven. Looking back, I suppose you could call the Yatagarasu was stealing the truth. Could this child really be the successor of the original Yatagarasu? 2011 or so yes. Yeah. The truth and lobsters. What? Lobsters? But that can't be, can it? Lance! Lance, where are you, my son? It's the Earman! With money in his belt. Mr. Romano? Oh, Miles, my boy! I'm sorry to involve you in such an affair just after you returned. For you, Mr. Romano, I gladly offer my assistance. After all, I have you to thank for how well things turned out during my time abroad. If it wasn't for you, I might not have been introduced to the law office, and had the chance to study the inner workings of another country's judicial system, and see how ineffectual my own one is. No. Think nothing of it. As you know, Manfred and I go way back. I consider a beloved disciple of his to be like one of my own blood. If you ever want to go overseas again, you need only ask. I can use my company's vast network to send you anywhere at any time. So who's the old man? He's the father of the currently kidnapped Lance Amano, Ernest Amano. Now then, have you found Lance yet, Miles? Please, I miss my poor boy dearly. I'm terribly sorry, but your son's whereabouts remain unknown, Mr. Amano. Oh, hold on there. Then what happened to all that money? I believe the 1 million has been stolen, and that's the culprits are now on the run. What? Poor old man. Do you have anything you could give him to cheer him up, Mr. Edgeworth? Forgive me, Mr. Romano. I was wondering if you could please tell me the details of the kidnapping one more time. Oh, it was yesterday. A call came to the house. From the receiver end came the sound of my son. Help me, Daddy! I know this is tough, but please stay with me here, Mr. Romano. You don't understand. He hasn't called me Daddy in ages. It was incredibly moving. I wish I had recorded him saying that. He definitely should have recorded the conversation, but not for the foolish sentimentalities of an old man. Refresh my memory. What kind of person is Lance again? Oh, well, telling you about my Lance. Help you get him back. Surprisingly, a lot can be deduced from a person's relationships and behavior. Very well. Lance is one of my one and only son, and he turned 21 this year. He's very much like me when I was his age, kind and very attractive. I'm sure women simply can't keep their hands off of him. Is there anything else about him you noticed of late? And now that you mention it, I haven't been able to get in contact with our little butler, Oliver. The butler? Yes, his name is Oliver Deacon. He's been with our family for years now. He gets along so well with Lance, so I thought maybe he should know where my son is. Is there going to be another case where the butler's the bad guy? Mr. Romano, could you please tell me more about your butler, Mr. Deacon? As a butler, he's outstanding. He even serves as Lance's personal private tutor. He took a brief leave recently, but after it was over, I haven't been able to reach him. So you still haven't spoken with him since he left? What about his family and friends? They said they hadn't seen him. I've tried everything I could think of, Miles. You think this could have something to do with my Lance kidnapping? I keep saying my Lance, but it's something that feels that it fits this guy saying that. It's possible, but I can't say anything for quite sure yet. So even the person closest to the victim has gone missing. Oliver Deacon sounds like one name I better keep in mind. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. Let's begin our investigation. Even if that Interpol agent holds the authority to head this investigation, we can't allow ourselves to stand idly by twiddling our thumbs. I'm with you, Mr. Edgeworth, 100%, sir. I, Dick Gumshoe, pledge to stick by your side through thick and thin. Mr. Romano, it's my fault that the culprits escaped, which is why, with your blessing, I vow to return Lance to you myself. Oh, you have been so... I've never seen you so passionate before, Miles. Good luck to you, my boy. Alrighty. Well, what are you waiting for? Let's do some investigating. If you think I'm losing to you, pal, forget it. Look at the man just sitting in the chair. So what are we going to do something first? Thanks to Agent Lang, we can't leave this area. But the culprit was here only recently, which means we may be able to find some clues that would tell us how they escaped. Okay, let's get to looking. Hey, you there. Ooh, me? What are you doing goofing off in a place like this? I wasn't goofing off, I was about to help Mr. Edgeworth kick off his investigation. You imbecile! All precinct detectives are now under Agent Lang's directive command. No way! I am not working for Wolf Boy. Mr. Edgeworth, can't you do something? I'm not exactly in a position to argue, seeing as how you are a member of the police. Good, now let's go. No, Mr. Edgeworth! Boy, have I got just about the job for someone of your talents. Well, that was exciting. Poor Gumshoe. Like, man. Okay. What? Can't you tell I'm ready to go down to some detective work? You should go home. Your parents must be worried about you. Oh, come on. I finally get to be your assistant and you gotta ditch me? I don't recall offering you the position. Huh. Why do you have to be so difficult? Besides, it's already too late, you know. Like I said, I already got stolen the position of assistant a while back. Huh. You're the only one assessing to that. Well, by the time anyone notices, it's already gone. That's the Yadagarasu's way. You shouldn't speak so lightly of things you know nothing about. Fine, whatever, you win. Go ahead and do your little investigation. But the talented Assistant K is going to tag along no matter what you say. Sorry, all dead. Even if she turns out to be useless, she's not going to listen to me. I might as well surrender and let her come along for the ride. I might as well let her contaminate all the evidence because she's just going to do it anyway. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, isn't this one of those things you tie horses to? Yes, although the horses are in another location in the moment. Aw, and here I was hoping I could get to ride one. You know how to ride a horse? Nope, never rode one in my life. But I have an Asian friend who was born in the year of the horse, so that must count for something. I was born in the year of the horse. What does that make me, able to ride all horses ever? I mean, yeah, I took horse riding lessons when I was younger, but, you know... Non sequitur is the only way to describe your logic. If these were real, I wonder what you put in them. Water would be the obvious answer. But if they stored water in a barrel under the blazing hot sun, wouldn't it go bad? People of that period probably didn't care about how it tasted. Sorry, but I can't let you get away with that making fun of our forefathers. I mean, maybe they really liked the strange taste? Look who's making fun of them now. I'm here to show you my prosecutor badge. Ah, seeing that your badge reminds me of Manfred. Now he was one of the fine prosecutors, the best of the best. Yes, I can't disagree with you there. He made up all sorts of evidence to win. I said you don't really want to talk about him. How I feel about him? It's hard for me to be truthful about that with another person. He did kill my father. Your hard countenance. I don't know what you're thinking or feeling. But mark my words, I think you are Manfred's true successor. I really do. I guess I gotta kill someone's father. Oh, that looks like to be something with quite a bit of value. But then all the things have some value attached to them. Only by probing deep into the unknown can we become true winners of this world, Miles. It's the year of the horse now. Yes, it is. It's my year, my time. Thanks, but knowledge isn't what's going to make a winner here. It's information. Get me out of here. A cactus. Look, there's a blurb about the cactus here. This cactus is a very gracious gift to Gatewater Land from the local police precinct. I can't believe the police went so far as to even donate a cactus to this place. Well, if Ernest is a father, I just gotta find an elevator. Oh god. Wow. Okay. But it doesn't work because his son is 21 years old. We need to find a child. So is the police department running a cactus farm on the side? Just kidding. They wouldn't do something so silly. Actually, I have the vague impression I've seen a cactus farm in the precinct before. These horses are very realistic. Horses are painted on this garage door to complete the Wild West theme. They look so lifelike, don't you think? Are you thinking of wrangling or rather stealing them? If you can coax them out of there, sure. Come on, I know you can sweet talk them out. I could be holding a cube of sugar in my hand and they wouldn't budge, Kay. Blue Badger. I'm having like Vietnam flashbacks to the Emma case. Having to listen to this song so many times just to find this one small speck of evidence on there. God damn it, I hate the Blue Badger! Hey, it's the Blue Badger! Badger, get! I really don't understand why she's so excited over the Blue Badger hunt. Speaking of badgers, there's a person inside of there. Mr. Badger, I wonder if you might share with us what you saw. He's doing the controlled wriggling dance again. Aha! It's me, Kings! No! I thought I got away from you, man! I've been uncovered for the uncovered identity, sir! I was to remain under that head, sir! I hate that I have to bring this voice back. Aren't you Officer Meekins? Yes, sir! Mike Meekins reporting for duty, sir! This man was a witness in one of the cases I headed 2 years ago. About the only thing I remember about this officer is that he often spoke and acted before he thought, which meant he gave a great deal of headaches. Is he a friend of yours, Mr. Edgeworth? I've met him in the courtroom once before. Why was he so upset when he unmasked him? Does he have something to hide? Why do you have to come back, man? You were one of the worst things about that case. You are a character that should be stayed, dead and buried. Officer Meekins, why are you standing here wasting time? Sir, because I'm not a police officer right now, sir. I'm the Blue Badger. And I'm trading memories and dreams for the kids. That's never a waste of time, sir. I have a dream to become as big a detective as Gumshoe, sir. I was patrolling the scorchingly boring beat until a while ago. And then the dispatch radio on my soda crackled and the kidnappers have escaped, sir. I thought maybe this was my shot at making detectives, sir. I rushed on over to join in, but then I got here. There was a sea of people already, but I couldn't spread my trademark friendliness and joy onto anyone. It would seem that some people never change. So what exactly are you in that ridiculous outfit? Sir, that's because, sir, I'm here to keep their visitors in good spirits, sir. But it's all to hide the fact that I'm an officer of the trial to kidnap, sir. I see. Agent Lang is very wise to employ this sort of diversionary tactics. To be handed the role of the Blue Badger out of all of the different disguises, sir. It's such an honor, as long as you don't do that stupid, annoying, like, handcuffed throat thing. How long have you been standing here, officer? Sir, for about 1 little hour, sir. That's around this time I woke her up from being a knocked unconscious. And I've never been here ever since, sir. Or I've been here ever since. If that's true, it's possible Meekins saw the kidnappers escaping. However, sir, I must tell you I didn't see a thing, sir. I haven't asked you anything yet, officer. No, but I know you will, sir. He's hiding something from me. Officer Meekins, I insist that you tell me more about your recent movements. Sir, I've been playing the Blue Badger this whole time, sir, and getting into it, too. I patrol the baton, all while wearing this costume. And 1 hour ago, I came over here, sir. I haven't seen any suspicious-looking people this whole time, sir. But I did see a badger, sir, a lone Blue Badger. What you just said now was contradictory to the facts. How so, Mr. Edgeworth? This is what Officer Meekins' testimony contradicts. Officer Meekins, let's back things up. I'll ask you about your last statement. Sir, of course, sir. If that's your wish, Mr. Prosecutor. This little patrolman was wait all along as I commanded to wait. I don't know why I'm having such difficulty. You said you saw the blue badger, correct? And yet, if you take a look at this, what you saw was not supposed to happen. This park is supposed to only have one of each badger at any given time. Which means that as long as you are the blue badger, Officer Meekins, you should not have seen another blue badger wandering the premises. Sir! Then that would mean that there are two badgers. I went badgers and blue together. Badgers walking around, but why? Sir, it's so incredibly shiny, but it was really ugly shaped. I knew it. I was right to go to the much more manly police badge, sir. But I lose a lot, and I just know it was going to lose it for the real one of these days, sir. Mr. Edgeworth, I think this cop is one donut short of a baker's dozen. I know. Believe me, I know. I must pretend to not know anything about anything, sir. I must respond to that. I mustn't. It would be like shooting fish in a barrel. Wait, I think I skipped something by accident. Drip and drop, little by little, our privacy is being solved to the public through this, sir. But that means I need to work extra hard on my cue poses. Ooh, like what? Like this! Great, now I know what your new pose will be. Look, sir, I've successfully stolen this pose in speaking style. Sir. Oh, that's nice, Kay. I gotta think. A second blue badger, that shouldn't exist. Clearly the true identity of the person underneath is... Oh, I know, it's one of the kidnappers, right? The person who wore a costume to get away. The identity of the second blue badger was probably the kidnapper in disguise. I'm so sorry if the voice is really annoying to listen to for Meekins. That's just how he is. I'm sorry. Precisely. After all, the costumes that went missing from the storage area are... a blue badger, a proto-badger, and a bad badger. Yes, those three. So, there are 3 phony badgers running around in the park somewhere. Huh? Huh. Stolen badge costumes. You will talk to me, Meekins. Alright, never mind. Time to look around some more. Hello? Excuse me, but if you could let me through here... Sorry, I can't let anyone through. Agent Lang's orders. I suppose I'll have to deal with this impasse for now. It's a set of tyre tracks originating from the garage. Aha, so that means a car left from the garage some time ago, right? Correct, but for the car to leave these tracks, it would mean that it left during the passing rain. That's the only explanation as to why these tracks are made of mud. 3 treads. I think we can safely assume that it was a special type of car. It was a 3-wheel unicycle car bike. Hey, there's a bunch of footprints in the mud over here. I remember hearing the rain fall out here while I was being held in there. Yep, it was just passing rain. That's why the ground is already pretty much dried up. I should be thankful. It left us with some nice footprint samples. You know what? I bet if we followed them, we could find out where the kidnappers went. Plus, we'd be able to spot them in their muddy shoes. I don't think it will be that easy. Why not? Look carefully. There are quite a few different sets here. And we don't know which ones belongs to the kidnapper. Oh, that's true. We don't know what kind of shoes they were wearing. There's a cat. Ha! I've got you now, you vile criminals. I'd like to think the kidnapper would have better sense than to hide in one of these. Oh, come on, lighten up, will ya? I was only joking. I don't really think that the criminals would be hiding here right in front of the 2 officers. I certainly hope not. I want to pet the cat, but it won't let me. And now that we know that the kidnappers were wearing a badger costume, those footprints from earlier take on a new and very significant meaning. Oh, you mean like how we know which tracks belongs to the kidnappers, right? Yes, more than shoe prints, we need to follow the paw prints of badgers. Okay, Mr. Edgeworth, it's time for us to use those footprints and go badger hunting. The fact that she's saying Mr. Edgeworth instead of using like Miles or something because she's like, I don't know, not as formal, it's a little weird. Like, call him Edgy or like Mr. E or something. Be unique. Be different. So we're looking for footprints made by a costume. Hey, I think I found them. There are 2 sets here. They both look like the impossible candidates. This set is walking off to the west. It just stops. I can't make heads or tails where it's headed from here. I think we can assume it's headed towards the stadium. I wonder if they're the other set leads. This one seems to head east. Huh? Quick, Mr. Edgeworth, I've got him. I've got one of the culprits. No! I'm not a kidnapper, sir! Down, Kay. Clearly those footprints belong to Officer Meekins. But our criminal were each wearing a costume. Aha! Maybe they came over to this garage for something? That's why I would suppose. Officer Meekins, if you would step aside for a moment. We need to examine the garage. Sir, Roger Wilco, sir! There was a handle there all along. Let's open up this shutter and see what we find. Maybe we'll find the kidnappers hiding inside. Most doubtful. Ah! It's a dead guy with a horseshoe necklace or horse necklace. Oh, what in the... We seem to have stumbled across a dead body. She must be in severe shock to have been the first to find it. Now then, who is this man? It's Oliver. Mr. Romano, are you saying that this man is... Yes, he's my butler. How could something like this have happened? And there was a body all along. Yeah. Indeed. And why was Mr. Deacon here to begin with? I'd better investigate this crime scene quickly before Agent Lang or his men return. Never mind, there's a police officer right there. The kidnapper's footprints lead us right to the garage. And right to the dead body. Is it possible one of the kidnappers is now a murder victim? From the cursory examination, I believe this man died of a fatal bullet wound. That was fast. We sure are calm for someone who just found a body. It's surprising what one can become accustomed to in the span of 2 days. I won't rest until I inspected every suspicious nook and cranny. Is that just his phrase now? As long as the Interpol agent has control of this case, I'm not going to be able to have a real autopsy done on the victim. I'm no doctor, but let's see what I can piece together myself. There are 2 large gunshot wounds, one on his abdomen and one on his shoulder. So that means he was shot twice? No, I don't think so. I think the abdominal one is an entry wound, and the one near his shoulder is the exit wound. Nice! I knew you would figure something out. So you're telling me that a bullet traveled the whole length of his torso and came out of his shoulder? That's a long way to go. I would have thought the bullet would have stopped somewhere. That must have been a fast bullet. It comes with experience, and I've seen my share of crime scenes. Speaking of experience, this crime scene seems a bit too clean for a murder, where the bullet went clean through. I should make a note of this oddity. This is an unusually shaped pendant. What is it? Is it something valuable? She seems to have regained some of her composure. It looks like a horse pendant. It's got an antique feel about it, and it's pretty, really pretty. Hold on. This is made of platinum silver. Nice, it is worth something after all. I guess when they say platinum silver, it's a mix of platinum and silver. Because you can't have platinum and you can have silver. I've never heard of platinum-silver combination though. Probably because platinum is such a rare metal that I don't see it used much. Oh, and look, there's something written on the back. Colin Deveray. It's a name. Colin Deveray? But this man's name is... Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? Bless me, sorry about that. Despite the fact that the final bullet went clearly through the body, there is still very little blood on the site of the body was found. Eureka! There's something not right about the name on the pendant. The victim's is the Amano family butter, and his name is Oliver Deacon. But the name on the pendant is Colin Deveray. I wonder what's up with that. I don't know, but I think we've hit upon an important piece of information. Interesting. Complete. Isn't it funny that Lang went to go investigate other areas instead of looking over here? Lance! Lance, where are you, sweetie? Oh, hello. You're a maid? Excuse me, but you are? A dump. Has she got, like, a sweet ring? What are they called? Like a... something pop or something. A ring pop. There we go. Oh, this is bad. He's really good looking. Stop it, Lauren. You can't let yourself fall for like a playboy like him you're in love with. Sounds like someone doesn't know the meaning of the phrase inner monologue, huh? Sorry to interrupt your conversation, but might you be a friend of Lance? Yes, I'm Lance's girlfriend. My name is Lauren Pops. There you go. Lauren Pops, ring pop, yeah. His girlfriend? Oh, it's not like that. We're more like friends, and we're not lovers or anything. Well, we haven't gone any that far yet. But I guess that's how people are gonna see it, so I should just accept it. I even got this ring as a present from Lance. You know what she reminds me of? A cartoon character. May I inquire as to why you're here? I haven't been able to get in contact with Lance lately. Apparently they had to rework her sprite because they gave the wrong impression. What does that mean? She's already suspicious licking that ring. And I began to really get worried. Sorry, that was me pretending to sob. I looked everywhere for him, and then I heard about the kidnapping, so I came here. I'm making her sound more and more like a Texan. Wow, you're really strong for having made it through all by yourself. Is it true? Has Lance really been kidnapped? No one is supposed to know, but yes, it's true. Oh, my Lance, why you got a plaster on your elbow? I can't believe you've been spirited away. I wonder how you're doing right now. I think it's the hair like cover thing that's throwing me to make a Texan. Why did I say make a maker? Looks like she's gone back to the fair maiden of love routine. So, Mr. Edgeworth, where do we go from here? Well, we found a body, so we should look into the murder. My man brought me up to speed over the radio. And I have to say, you really should have called. I heard you found something very intriguing. I have nothing to hide, Agent Lang. It's exactly what you see before you. I'll take it from here. That guy's really dead. No, really? Hey, you waiting for an invitation? Hurry up and detain a suspect now. Suspect? Who? Officer Meekins, is it? You're coming with us. What, sir? I had nothing to do with it, sir. Agent Lang, don't you think you're being a bit rash? Do you even have a good reason to suspect Officer Meekins? I'll leave that kind of stuff to you prosecutors. It's your job, after all. Okay, so you're just one of the people that's like, we'll get anyone, and then the prosecutors will sort it out. I only find who I believe is the criminal, and they're probably are the criminal. Like I said, the crime scene isn't as forgiving as your precious courtroom. That's your answer. I know you like your logic and reasoning, but that sort of impractical fluff is not needed out here in the field. What? I know you want to look at the facts and find the real truth about this, but in the field, none of that matters. I accuse who I want to, because they're convenient. Are you a dumbass? That's not how police work is done. All you have to do is arrest suspicious person after suspicious person. That's how you eliminate crime scenes from the streets. Well, that's also precisely how you unnecessarily arrest innocent people by mistake. Innocent people? Nonsense. There's no such thing as an innocent person. We're all got a blemish or two in our hearts. Then why don't you arrest yourself? I'm innocent. And I declare that's tyranny. I won't allow such a thing to go on unchecked before my eyes. Too bad you don't call the shots around here. As I've sworn to uphold the laws of this land, I cannot allow you to take this man in. And that you would arrest a man on false charges without even conducting an investigation. Have you no honor as a member of the law enforcement? How dare you speak so disrespectfully to our Shifu? Hold it. You amuse me, Mr. Prosecutor. Lang Zi says every pack has its own rules. If you can play by their rules and come out on top, that is a true victory. Alright, I'll give your beloved laws a fair shake. I'll show you just how much of an investigation I've done. Through my line of logic. Well, time to show him that he's wrong. Shilong Lang's logic. I've seen a lot of bodies like this one carted off in my time. I can say he was shot in a single glance, but even you figured that out, right? With your current gun laws, it's not exactly easy to get your hands on a gun. Not unless you're a member of the law enforcement like Officer Meekins, isn't that right? Well, I guess in Japan it would be difficult. In California, I think you could just own a gun by walking into a shop saying, I would like a gun, please. That's America. So, yeah, you could just get a gun and shoot whoever you want and be fine. Because it's the law. And that is your reasoning. Solid as a rock is based on the philosophy of detainment. I just noticed the thing in the background. Wanted. $9 million? Can I give him in? What's this point? Philosophy of detainment? You don't know? In that case, pay attention, girlie. In my country, the criminals have a saying, beware of the wolf. Why the wolf? Because in my language, lang means wolf. And you don't mess with me or my pack. God damn it, he's an alpha Chad. Get out of here, alpha. This Omega's up for the job. And as for the detainment philosophy, its father is my honorable ancestor Lang Zi. I'm thinking of Florida. Oh, okay. They're sort of the same. They both have beaches. Huh. You think I've heard of him and his teachings if he's that famous? Random scroll. Lang Zi developed as it worked as you locked criminals away thousands of years ago. You can literally just walk into a They sell it at hardware stores? Wow. I thought you had to go to a gun shop for those kind of things. You could just walk into, like, a computer shop and get a gun? Weird. To this day, the Zhangfa police still trains its recruits using these philosophies. But thousands of years ago, that makes your story about as believable as a fairy tale. Anything wears down and breaks over time. But do you really believe something as ancient as that can be applied to today's world? You want to put it to a test? Rebuttal.
Hold it!
So what can you tell me about the body? A lot. Even without an autopsy, I have my ways. They teach you basics of forensics along with the detention philosophy. Oh, you wouldn't mind telling me of what have you figured out, correct? I don't know why, but they did his hands really well here.
Hold it!
That might just be me. Yes, I think anyone who saw the bullet wounds would come to the same conclusions. Don't pat yourself on the back yet. What's that supposed to mean? Lang Zi says, search where the water is deepest. You have to keep your eyes on the big fish that lurks in the depths which is the killer. Is that right? And what would you know about the killer?
Hold it!
It would appear you've studied little of our laws. Studied? Who needs to study what every child in any short corner already knows? It's that... Sheena! The Federal Firearms Restriction Act. That's it, the Federal Firearms Restriction Act. I hear it's not easy to get a gun these days. Interesting. That woman is in charge, keeping track of information.
Hold it!
That's the first time she spoke since we saw her. If that's the case, there are plenty of other officers who might be potential suspects. You're not only seriously going to arrest each and every one of them, are you? As if I would need to. I already looked into everyone else here. Oh? Other than Officer Meekins, I know no one else's weapon has been fired. How did you check every single person's weapon in such a short span of time? I need to take breaths between saying things. That's because each and every one of my subordinates is extremely capable. It didn't take more than a few minutes to conduct the entire investigation. The power of sheer numbers. But you have yet to check Officer Meekins' weapon, correct? Thanks for reminding me. Hey, you, show me your gun. Oh! What's wrong? Why does he look so sickly pale all of a sudden? Gun! What did you say? I can't hear you. Stop mumbling and spit it out already. Sir! I lost my gun, sir! How could you be so irresponsible? In the end, it looks like you're still the only suspect we've got. You're the one who waited here outside this garage to ambush and kill the victim. So you think that Officer Meekins waited here to kill the victim, do you? Lang? I think this little accusation deserves a lot more scrutiny. He gave it to the kids.
Hold it!
You mean to tell me the murder occurred here in this garage? From the fact that the suspect was found almost next to where the body was found. I'd say that's pretty obvious, that this is the crime scene. Langzy says a criminal always returns to the scene of the crime. Oh, excuse me. Why am I randomly getting hiccups now? Hey, finally a crow I've heard of all. Furthermore, Langzy says... Successful investigations are the result of multiple returns to a crime scene. Looks like neither detectives nor criminals have changed their ways over the millenniums. So this is the kind of conclusion the philosophy of detainment can lead you to. I don't get, Mr. Edgeworth. Why are you putting yourself in the land of Mr. Meekins? It's not that I particularly care about what happens to Officer Meekins. What? However, I simply can't stand by while Agent Lang ignores our country's laws. Long Lang. Just what sort of investigator are you? You scam artist? You swine? Present. And the blood.
Objection!
He's doing the evil smile. Unfortunately for you, Agent Lang, this is simply not possible. What do you mean? You've seen the crime scene for yourself. And while you were looking, did you not think for yourself that it was a little too clean? Are criminals still cowardly and superstitious? I mean, if I suddenly perform a crime, do I suddenly become cowardly and suspicious? Like, oh no, I killed someone. The gods are angry with me. I know suddenly that gods suddenly exist and now there's monsters. No. I wouldn't say all criminals are cowardly and superstitious. I mean, to be honest, you would have to be kind of brave to do crime because you would have to go out your way to try and kill someone. And I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm just saying that you have to be kind of like, I don't care about the consequences. I'm going to do this anyway kind of deal. And while you were looking, did you not think for yourself it was a little clean? Oh, yeah. Or like, oh, yeah. So did you notice there was too little blood? Do you still wish to claim that Officer Meekins committed the murder here? Because this isn't the crime scene, and if it was your men who led you to think it was, then I suggest you leave this case to the local police to set the record straight. Not bad. I see your logic can be just as sound as mine. Your logic isn't logic. It's a Batman line. Yeah, I know. I know it was a Batman. Now that you said that, I was like, yeah, it is a Batman line. I remember that now. But, I'm giving you hard facts, Raffletron. That's what you came here for, right? In that case, let me ask you this. Don't you think it's weird that Officer was hanging around here in the first place? Weird? How so? Hey, you. Your squad's not even supposed to be in this area, right? What were you doing neglecting your duties and loafing around here? Don't you dare give me some lame excuse like I found myself taking a walk. But, sir, I really did take a walk, sir. You're a disgrace. How dare you take your pack obligation so lightly? Officer Meekins is looking extra meek. Is he hiding something? Hey, Benjamin. Mr. Edgeworth, please, sir. Say me the way you did earlier, please, sir. Officer Meekins, please give us a detailed account of what happened. Sir, don't you do, sir? His dumb, stale eyes. Meekins' testimony. It's true, sir. I wasn't assigned to this area, sir. I was told to check every square inch in the main gate area, sir. I also went looking for the kidnappers while selling dreams to the Blue Badger Mobile, sir. I'm here to watch you bungle your way through these gates. Leave me alone. I haven't bungled anything. I have actually formed all of the correct options, and I've done the best options. But I got completely swamped up in my role, selling dreams to the children, sir. And my gun. Before I knew it, I found myself here in this area, sir. What is this Blue Badger Mobile? It's a moving store with wheels that sells sweet dreams and merchandise, sir. So the Blue Badger Mobile is just a roaming souvenir shop. Wild Wild West area garage. Sir, I swear I was chasing the kidnappers down when I was being a good dream merchant. He seems rather worked up, even more than his usual hyperactive self. He sure seems to know what he's saying. Can you try to calm down and lower your voice to a more reasonable level, officer? Sir! Roger, sir! And he never did. He actually got louder.
Hold it!
All right then. Where were you assigned to? I was assigned to the main gate, sir. He must mean the area with the bridge and the outrageous fountain. Okay, then why are you here in Wild Wild West area? That's because it was my very deep reasons, ma'am.
Hold it!
Describe for me how you conducted the investigation. Yes, sir. Well, first I made sure there was no suspicious-looking people in the area, sir. But the only people that seemed to gather around me were little girls, sir. Well, what do you expect when you're dressed like a Blue Badger? I thought I had no choice at that point, sir, so...
Hold it!
What exactly do you mean by selling dreams? Sir, the Blue Badger Mobile is where dreams are collected. What? Sweetness like you've never even known, except in dreams, ma'am, like innocent drops. And bitterness found only in nightmares, ma'am, like guilty jawbreakers. Selling those has pushed the Blue Badger Mobile along is my sworn duty, ma'am. But...
Hold it!
I was about to read it again. You completely forgot to look for your kidnappers. No, sir, of course not, sir. I would never do something like that, sir. So he pulled his gun on him. You want a nightmare? Here's a nightmare. Bang, bang. You're absolutely right. Oh, you're good at this, forcing people to confess thing, Mr. Edgeworth. To be frank, I'm just a little man, sir. A teeny tiny little man. I'm better at selling few kids a few small dreams than looking for a big crook, sir.
Hold it!
Enough wallowing in your own self-pity. Let's return to your testimony. Sir, yes, sir.
Hold it!
How did you wind up all the way over here? I was in the middle of a sea of kids, sir. But one of the kids decided to challenge me to a fight. Sir, I had to run away from the child's painful drop kicks before I knew it. Haha, the good old drop kick. I dished out my fair share of those when I was a kid. Who's out here drop-kicking mascots? Stop it, or you'll be thrown in prison. I will punish you. I'll put you in the pillory. It was always the best when you felt one really connect with your opponent. In any case, you wound up here for a reason completely unrelated to the investigation. Sir, that's right, sir. That's not something you should be admitting to with your head held high, officer. It sounds like he simply forgot about his real job and became the Blue Badger. However, there is one flaw in Officer Meekin's story. But I have the feeling that he'll need some prodding before he'll spill the beans. completely caught in my role selling the dreams to the children. So this is the part where he brought up. So... maybe this?
Objection!
Nope. Whoops. This evidence contradicts your statement just now. So what if it does? Wait up there, Junior. Where's this contradiction you speak of, Mr. Prosecutor? There must be something wrong with the way I'm approaching this. Maybe in reality you doubt me too, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. But, sir, I'm telling you I don't know anything, sir. Now I know something is wrong. Officer Meekins is definitely hiding something. Maybe it's here I present it?
Objection!
Yeah, it was the wrong spot. Officer Meekins, I would appreciate if you didn't tell such transparent lies. Sir, I'm lying, sir? Yes, you are. If you were really out there selling dreams with the blue Badgermobile until recently, and then what is it doing here inside the garage? Ah! Actually, I just lost track, sir. Lost track of what? By the time I realized the blue Badgermobile was nowhere to be found, sir. Which would mean it was perhaps stolen. And that's when I came back to this area, thinking maybe it was in the garage, sir. But that was when you found me, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. A likely story. Who do you think he's going to buy such a convenient tale as that? And what exactly is so convenient about his story? The car getting stolen? It's completely unbelievable, even for a cover story. But I think we can assume that the car was used alright. To move the dead body. What? You killed the victim at some distant location, Officer Meekins. And then you used the blue Badgermobile to transport it all the way here. Now then, you're coming with me. But it wasn't me, sir. The killer, sir. It wasn't me, sir. Agent Lang, wait. What do you want now? We still don't know where the real scene of the crime is. You can't say we all know the facts of this case, let alone the truth. I told you, truth's smooth. Couldn't care less. Our job is to catch the crook. We'll find out your precious truth after we erase this guy and take him in. But that's the job of the prosecutors in your fancy courts of your logic. As for us, we don't have that kind of time to waste. You're boorish buffoon. I think you need to leave. What? We need to get the body to autopsy. I need to cough. And you guys are putting in the way. You would interfere with another one of my investigations? Hey now, let's not forget who holds the actual authority to conduct investigations here. I'm afraid the one doing the interrupting is you, my ignorant little pretty boy. Whoa! I'll be a good fancy boy and get out of my sight if you don't. I'll arrest you for obstruction of justice. How is that justice with no truth? For the first time in my life, I have to commit murder on an Agent Lang. Whoops. I think his point is it's his job to take in a suspect. It's the court's job to find the truth. I mean, he is to find the suspect, but he's also supposed to find the truth, so then they don't get the wrong guy. But then again, this is the Ace Attorney universe where they do this anyway. It's nothing really new with this universe. They do that. An hour and 45 minutes. Okay. I guess we can do a little bit into the next one, maybe? March 13th, 1:22 p.m. Gate Waterland main gate. Ugh, they chased her like a pair of peasants. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Kay? That's something even thieves should never steal. Do you know what that is? You really shouldn't steal anything. However, I'll bite. What shouldn't a thief steal? A life. It's too heavy of a burden on your soul to get away with ever. Away with ever. That's what I meant to say it as. Don't remember him calling him pretty boy. He said it like twice now. That's something we agree on. Well said, Kay. No matter what we may try, murder is the one crime that can never truly be hidden. And I intend to prove that by my own hands. When I apprehend the murder myself. Alright, I'm gonna get to work extra hard to be a good assistant, let's go! I still never said she could be my assistant. I'm just gonna drop the issue. A lobster. The first thing we should do is locate the real scene of the murder. Mr. Edgeworth! Detective Gumshoe! Mr. Edgeworth, the stadium, hurry, sir! This is supposed to be hush-hush, but they found a witness at the stadium. A witness? You, what did we tell you about leaving your assigned post? Oh, the jig is up. Mr. Edgeworth, remember that I'm always rooting for you, so go get him, sir! I thought he was going to be dragged away again. Those detectives sure like they're enjoying themselves. It's not all fun and games, Kay. And now then, let's head to the stadium and meet this witness. I want to stay at the entrance. No! March 13th, 1:42 p.m. Stadium. It's the Pink Badgermobile. I thought there was a witness here. Yeah, I don't see anyone. Mr. Edgeworth. Emma! Teenage Emma! I can't remember. I think I talked to her normal. Like she was normal voiced. It's like, long time no see. You are Miss Emma Skye, correct? This is the midpoint before she started eating things out of bags all the time. This girl is the younger sister of my former superior, Lana Skye. 2 years ago, we stood in the same courtroom together as witness and prosecutor. But I thought she had gone to Europe to study forensics. I can't believe you remember me, Mr. Edgeworth. Of course I do. How have you been? You look to be in good spirits, and taller. Are you still studying abroad? You bet. More than anything, I want to investigate crime scenes scientifically. I don't think that's a word, but okay. I've been studying non-stop every day to become a top-notch forensic scientist. I mean, she's a mid-teen now rather than an early teen. I guess. But it's spring break now, so I thought I'd come back for a bit. I see. Wee. He's 27? He looks almost the same age as Gumshoe. Age unknown. Yeah, that hair is definitely fake. Age 50. Age 24. You were 24? 2 years ago, you would have been 22 then. 19. She's 18! High schooler studying in Europe. Wait, if she's 18, wouldn't that mean she's in college now rather than high school? I really want to talk to you, but first I want to look at this. I assume this is another Badgermobile. Yeah, but it's a different colour than the Blue Badger's car. Yes, this is the retina-searing pink model. I guess Edgeworth doesn't like it. Where are you going, Mr. Edgeworth? We have to find the witness before that mean old werewolf does. You're right. The witness is supposed to be here in the stadium, but where? It's probably Emma. Okay, let's talk. I almost didn't recognize you. You've really grown these past few years. Most seniors are 18? Okay. Please don't tease me, Mr. Edgeworth. I know I still have a long way to go. But I'm going to be super forensic scientist someday. You'll see. This is when she was full of hope and no longer downtrodden by the system. You seem to know Mr. Edgeworth really well. Are you two acquaintances? Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Emma Skye. Nice to meet you. I'm studying abroad now to be a forensic scientist. How about you? Wow, that's a great dream. My name's Kay Faraday. And I'm training to become an unstoppable great thief. Great thief? Don't think too hard on it, Emma. It's not worth the trouble. Also, that pose is kinda cute. In any case, we have much to catch up on. You bet we do. You can go back to something cool later? Okay. I mean, everything's been cool so far. So why are you here, Emma? Well, I just happened to decide to come back home for spring break. And then I heard that you'd come back too, so I raced on over here. I really wanted to welcome you back at the airport, but I just missed you. And how exactly did you know I was here? And why are you not speaking to Phoenix? You spent more time with him. Through the power of science, naturally. Never underestimate what science can do for you. Does she have a DS? That's probably just like a mini computer that she types on, but still. I use these to track your footprints, and I followed them straight to you. This set is the greatest. It's so wonderfully scientific. You spray this chemical on the ground, and when you shine the special light on it, zing, the footprints light up like an electrified noble glass in a glass tube. It's almost like magic, scientifically speaking. Forensic science has never seemed more ominous to me than at this very moment. Look at the numbers. She's hacking. Emma, I'd like to ask you about what you witnessed. Huh? What are you talking about? Are you not the witness Detective Gumshoe told us about? Well, I did get a call from a Detective Gumshoe earlier. He was practically yelling at me. Mr. Edgeworth needs your scientific doohickeys right now, pal, he said. What was that man thinking? Or rather, not thinking. So let me guess, there's been a murder, right? Forgot she's a fangirl. Yeah, actually, I forgot that. Yes, unfortunately, there's a sudden glint in her eyes. But I need to keep my mind focused on the witness. Now, where did that person go? What's that off in the distance? The pink badger! Hey, it's the pink badger! Badger, get! Badger, 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 badger! Just what she'd see in these silly things. What about mushrooms? I think this badger has something to say to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Are you by chance the witness I've been searching for? Sorry, but I don't speak badger dance. Why do... You know, I just had like a sudden foreboding sense for some reason when this pink badger came up. Is this going to be another character we know? Because they brought back Meekins, who's one of the most annoying characters. They're going to bring back another annoying character like Wendy Oldbag or like, what was his name? They've already brought back the guy from the Steel Samurai. Maybe Max Galactica? Although he wasn't really annoying. The puppet guy? I guess I'll talk to you. I was joking. I was joking, game. All right, then. I guess I have to bring back her voice now. I can't take me in that stuffy head anymore. No. Why her? Why here? Why now? I first met this woman 3 years ago. She was a witness in one of my cases. She has since gone out of her way to pop up unexpectedly and cause edgy poo. Why couldn't you understand what I was trying to tell you? I mean, really. I was trying to keep the kids' dreams alive by staying in character. But you couldn't pick up what I was trying to convey to you at all. I'm sick and tired of that roundabout way of talking, so I'm going to just be direct. I had a bad feeling before, but this just made it official. Today has gone beyond the typical not my day into the realm of waking nightmare. You and me both. So you're a friend Mr. Edgeworth too, Miss Pink Badger? Oh, you could say that. But right now, I'm just a pink badger, dearie. She may look the part, but I know better than to trust my eyes around this woman. How many jobs does she have? She works as a security guard. She works as like a museum person or whatever it was. It was a hotel security guard. She now works as a pink badger. My name is Wendy Oldbag. But you can call me Wendy or Granny for whatever suits your fancy. Nice to meet you, Miss Oldbag. I'm Kay Faraday. Huh, what do I care about a young whippersnapper like you? Yeesh, I was just trying to be polite. Do I have to? Did your sprite also get updated? Weren't you a security guard at one of the Gatewater hotels the last time we met? Huh, I go where I'm needed. I'm very good at what I do, unlike the youth of today. I get called in all the time to fill in when there aren't enough hands. But enough about me, Edgy Poo. I'm thoroughly detected right now. I finally get the chance to see you again, and you're here talking with two young girls. Men are all the same. It doesn't matter how old they get, they continue with young girls. Why did the other day it was just having you and I finally got to notice me, and I got ranged from about 18-year-old. I don't see where he does all dirty. What his pen happens? You seem to attract all sorts of interesting people, Mr. Edgeworth. Kay, please, I'm begging you. By all means, do not provoke her any further. KB security, yeah. Aren't you forgetting about something, Mr. Edgeworth? This person could be a witness. Honestly, I hope she isn't, but I don't think fate is going to be so kind today. I saw what happened. I saw the exact moment it happened. How's that? You've done this multiple times, Oldbag, and you've always been wrong. How about you stop doing this? So it's true. She is the witness. I don't suppose I can afford to ignore the old bag. Well, it's just a little while ago. I saw it happen right in front of me. The moment of the murder. You mean to say that you witnessed someone being killed right before your eyes? Sounds like a pretty important piece of testimony to me. Can we go back to Emma, please? I still say she's immoral. It's been like, 5 years since they first met? So, maybe. It's either 5 or 3. Whatever, she's old. I came to the stadium to take a short break. I was almost resting. I happened to glance over and saw 2 men facing each other in that area. Suddenly, there was a loud gunshot, and the person who was shot fell to the ground. It was a very terrifying experience, let me tell you. Looks like we hit the jackpot, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, I can't afford to ignore what she has to say. Unfortunately. What's that unfortunately you tacked on at the end supposed to mean, Edgy Poo? Well, anyway, let's see what we can find out from this little old lady.
Hold it!
You mean you took a break from being the Pink Badger? You may not think it, but it's hard work keeping kids' dreams alive. You smell of sweat, your hips creak with pain, you even begin to dream about work. That's kind of the story with a scar. Would scar a child for life, you know. Well, that's not what I choose to come take up my break here, whippersnapper. I don't plan on playing the part of dead badger in some front of bunch of kids. So what did you do while you were... what did you see while you, the Pink Badger, were resting? Oh, yes, that. Well...
Hold it!
You saw 2 men. Can you describe them for me? They look like your average Joes, completely uninteresting and not worth fawning over. I'm telling you, it was so boring that I don't even remember much beyond that. But did they have any special features? Anything you can recall would be very helpful. Oh my. Well, don't tell me you're jealous of those 2 men. Hey, she's right. You do seem pretty worked up over them, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not worked over anyone, and I'm not jealous. It's alright, Edgy Poo. Those 2 men were just fowls compared to a stallion like you. Don't speak like that, okay? I thought so little of them that I lost their interest. I lost interest the instant I laid eyes on them.
Hold it!
You're claiming to have seen the exact moment in which the murder took place? Absolutely. That gun made a terrible racket when it was fired. It's going to be a case where it's actually the bad badger, isn't it? Because he has a gun. And they're probably doing like a play for the kids or something. Because she's always bad about this stuff. She always gets things confused. You didn't try to help the person that got shot. I'm only one person, you smart alecky brat. What could I have done? But I took off as soon as I found someone who could help. 2 men, 1 bullet. It's all consistent with what found out from the body. Sadly, there wasn't exactly a new information to go on in your testimony. Well, if I saw the guy again, I'm sure I could testify him for you, or identify him. I mean, how do you expect me to remember anything without something to jog my memory? Self-centered, are we? While it was somewhat useful, her testimony also presents us with a new problem. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes? So about this new problem. What is that giant grin on your face for? Do you want me to show you something really nice? No, thank you. Don't be so mean. I swear it's not something you're going to like. It's a phone. It looks cool. Is that your gadget you're holding? What you see before you is a secret weapon of a great thief. I should have known it would be worthless. Don't be like that. Tee-hee. Oh, we got holographic technology now. Okay. What do you think now? What is it doing? Is it projecting something onto the air? I mean, I know that it's had projectors before like this, but that was after this game, like time-wise. I'm going to input the necessary information to run the simulation now. Once I'm done, I'll increase the size of the projection to a maximum size. Dark skies of evening with no other birds dares to take wind, one alone remains all-seeing. Now witness the true power of real modern-day Robin Hood. Oh, wow. Oh, what is this? This is a recreation of the murder based on the information I put into Little Thief. Little Thief? I dare say you think you're taking the Robin Hood thing a bit too far. Little Thief is actually meant to be a simulator for me to plan my thefts. You have this highly advanced technology and you use it to steal things. But I suppose if I used it like this... Let's see, this old bag said that two men were facing each other. And then a gunshot rang out and the victim fell to the ground. The Space Center just had that stuff. I mean, yeah. It's dead. So with this we can inspect the crime scene as it was in the past. See, what do you think? I have to say, I'm impressed by the technology thieves have access to these days. Also, this would cost a lot of money. I don't know where you would get that kind. Well, it is the super secret weapon of the mighty Yatagarasu. Indeed. Oh, but if there isn't enough information, or if something is out of place, the recreation could come out a little strange. In other words, I can use to authenticate the validity of a witness testimony. It's just a bunch of Ks in costumes reenacting it. You got it. You really catch on quick, Mr. Edgeworth. Right now, this simulation is a recreation of what witness's testimony. So for now, I should re-examine everything. And if I find anything illogical or strange, I can then ask for clarification. Feel free to examine anything in the simulation in the way you always do. You can even present evidence when you find a contradiction. And if you find something, I've got Little Thief with me, so you just let me know, okay? Begin investigation. This guy has no ass. According to the testimony, the victim fell to the ground here. That's right, but if that's the case, then we've already found our first contradiction. Huh? What? Where? If this is the real scene of the crime, there's something missing that should be here. What piece of evidence shows the missing item? The blood?
Take that!
This is the contradiction. Is something wrong with my recreation? If this is the real crime scene, something specific should be here. If you think back to how we deduced that the other crime scene was not the real one... Oh, I get it. I get what's missing now. There's no blood in the ground here either, right? Right. The fact that there is no blood here casts doubt on the witness's testimony. I'm really wondering who's in the other suits now. Edgy Poo, how can you doubt me like that? Are you calling me a liar? I know what I saw. I saw the victim get shot down. You know, I don't think she's lying, Mr. Edgeworth. To be honest, I can't think of a reason why she would lie to me. In that case, maybe there is another explanation for the distinct lack of blood. I'm looking at you, Red Man. It's the silhouette of the killer who had his gun at the ready. Kay, is it not possible to recreate the face of the killer? Well, I can't exactly input what we don't know into Little Thief. She has a point. This is amazing. Just feel the power of science. This is the symbol of a prosecutor, right? But I don't think I've ever seen you wear it, though. Well, I'm not as enthusiastic about wearing it as you are with your pin badges. I know, right? I mean, I really wanted to put on even more on today. Hey, I like yours, Kay. Do you have any extras? Sorry, but there's only one of these in the world, and it's proof that I am a great thief. Now, if I calculate this out scientifically using my time cut schedule... Aha! I can definitely see of all the attractions before the park closes. Science sure is useful, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm not even going to bother asking Emma how she calculated that. Scientifically calculating something... Calculating thinking critically about this, then putting it in a way that transmits the feeling that I understand. Phew, done. She makes it sound like she knows what she's talking about, but she really has no idea. Admittedly, I'm slightly confused by what she was just rattled off. Skippy skip. Whoops. Seeing the blue badger sure brings back memories. Yes, indeed. I remember it like it was yesterday. That was really something, huh? The red-hot courtroom battle between the two of us. I don't think it was quite as dramatic as that. Also, this was a murder right in front of you, and you're just treating it so blasé? You were almost implicated in murder. Tell me the composition of this metal. I guess I gotta speak to you. What is this? Some kind of new attraction? Oh, go on, Edgy Poo. Show me anything and I'll tell you all about it. Very well. What do you think about this? It's nothing special. Somehow I figured she'd say as much. It's another blue badger. I've had my fill of these things for a lifetime. Thank you for the extra commentary, but all I wanted for you was to take a look. Oh, alright. I guess I can do that. But only because it's you, Edgy Poo. I mean, this case deserves to be treated as blasé. Really? I mean the old case. The Emma Sky case, not this one. What is wrong with this thing? Why is the blue badger wearing sunglasses? How could she have not noticed all this time? Thanks to this, people have been taking my picture all day. It's like I'm one of the mascot characters of this park. It's not like you are the mascot character. Well, one of them anyway. But you have no idea how hard it is to be one. I'm not allowed to talk at all. Taking away my ability to talk harms my effectiveness as a human being. You have a hard time not talking, but it seems like such an easy thing to do. What do you know, young'un? Just wait until you're my age and we'll see. Is it possible this loud old lady was once a quiet, fair maiden? Huh. Impossible. Imagine if you could play an Ace Attorney game set in the past, not the great Ace Attorney era, but just before the Ace Attorney games, where you could see Old Bag as a young woman. Imagine how different she would be. And then when she gets angry, she shows this version of her briefly. It's like a lineup of ugly things. You cut to the quick. Only because it's behind the scenes. I'm the pink badger right now to the kids. But don't you think you have seen more lovable if I kept the Hesed piece off? Think of the children. You're the only one who wants to keep their sweet dreams alive, right? What do you think about this old man? He's younger than you. Alright, I think that's everything that we've shown her. It literally just said, is the victim in a costume? Is it not possible that the victim was wearing a costume? Do you really think that Mr. Deacon was one of the kidnappers? I think we can reasonably assume this is a very good chance that he was. And that is if he was shot while he was inside one of those stolen costumes. The Mr. Deacon's blood would be inside the costume instead of the one on the ground. Precisely. Now, if we could only prove that the victim was wearing a costume. You'd think it'd be pretty easy if we could find some footprints. But the problem is finding them since there doesn't seem to be any around. The footprints, huh? I wonder how we can go about finding some of those. Are we going to have to use your technology? Emma, about that method you were talking about for finding footprints. Ah, finally, my expert knowledge in forensic science is needed. Yes, well, can you detect any trace, even partial footprints? Leave it to me. My cutting-edge detection kit can find anything. Very well. If you could please analyze the footprints in this area. Okay, stand back and witness the power of science at work. Hey, I found something. Look right here. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Oh, that's right. Here, put these on special glasses on, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh. These footprints here were definitely left by the badger costume. Judging by the way the footprints are layered, they seem to be the newest. Then we can conclude that the victim was definitely wearing a costume at that time. Why isn't this technology a part of the police department? Okay, in that case, I'll update Little Thief's simulation parameters. I can't wait to see what we find out from this new info. Just straight faceplant into the floor. So the victim was wearing a costume when he died. And with that, we should be one step closer to the truth, right? I see the recreation has changed accordance with the new information. We may be closer, but now something else has caught my attention. What do you want? Your testimony, naturally. I'd like to hear it one more time, if you'd please. Just give me the side eye. I came to the stadium to take a short break. As I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw two men facing each other in that area. Suddenly, there was a loud gunshot and the person who was shot fell to the ground. It was a very terrifying experience, let me tell you. So, does that mean Mr. Oldbag's testimony has a contradiction in it? Yes, I believe our best course of action is to compare it with your recreation. I see. I just knew Little Thief would be of help. Now let's see if we can pull more of out Miss Oldbag to put into the recreation. For that, we must first find the contradiction in her testimony. It's probably going to be the two men part.
Objection!
I don't read the press. It's just obvious. Two men? How did you know the gender of the people involved? Seeing as how the victim was wearing a costume at the time. Furthermore, I have another matter I'd like to inquire about. I'd very much like to know why you failed to mention the costume in your testimony. I'm beginning to doubt if you really witnessed the murder at all. But I'm telling you, I really did see it. I saw it in my own eyes. From a seat in the second tier. The second tier? Hey, didn't you say you saw it right in front of you earlier? From a certain point of view, you could say the Jedi are evil. That was, I was using the phrase in the metaphorical sense. I see our witness still has a screw loose in the metaphorical sense. The cushy seats in the second tier are reserved for hotshot VIPs, which is exactly why I go there now and again to take a nap. I can't see how you could have gotten a good look from there. It's so high up. Were you able to see even the victim's costume from way up there? Well, I know I saw two people, but I couldn't really see what they looked like because they were in the stage's shadow. My eyesight is what it used to be, Not like when I was young. People used to call me a good man, 100 pace away. I could see that. Also look, try and make the move, but I couldn't really. I was scared to get it. Let's turn to our investigation, shall we, Kay? You got it. Beep boop. This is this game's gimmick, I guess. This new silhouette of the victim in a costume. This silhouettes can change depending on the information I can input. But Little Thief can recreate more than just people. So investigate away. We may even find more info with it, which to make more of an accurate sim. Alright, sounds like a plan. It looks like they broke the stage down. I guess this means they're done for the day? Or maybe it's because a different show is scheduled to start its run tomorrow. Yeah, it was kind of obvious. If that woman's testimony is to be believed, the murder occurred before the stage was down. Do you want me to input that data info into Little Thief? Yes, if you please. Okay. Do I need to say anything? It's quite obvious this makes no sense. Very well. There is clearly A contradiction here. Please stop stealing my lines. Oh, come on. It wasn't that hard to see it coming, even from a layman like me. I suppose, in any case, it is not possible for the killer to have stood here in that way, because there was a very real stage set up in this spot at that time. Yeesh, I told you I got it. Do you feel the need to explain everything? Yes, well, in any case, we still need to resolve this unusual situation. Isn't it obvious? The killer was up on the top of the stage, naturally. Right, Miss Oldbag? Oh yes, I remember now. The killer was standing on top of the stage. See? Now let me update this info into the simulation. I'm really hating this old bag, more than I have before. Maybe we should take the gun and kill her. Every time. This angle would actually fit the dead bodies theory, though, if it is, because it came from the shoulder down through the stomach. Well, well, what do we hear? A bunch of hooligans running amok, I see. Agent Lang, how nice of you to join us. Well, I can't have you going around messing up my crime scenes. Agent Lang, we've discovered that the real scene of the murder is here, the stadium. I see. Thanks. For what? I'm just trying to show you my appreciation for all the time you saved me. Who knew that such a strange little toy could recreate a crime scene like that? Little Thief is not a toy. You two. Yes, sir. And there you have it, see? Big boys like me don't need silly toys, little girl. Now this is a recreation. So what? Do you still intend to assert that Officer Meekins is the killer? Of course. Even knowing the crime took place here doesn't let him off the hook. Of course you gotta show up. Ugh. We're going over time because of this guy. Agent Lang's logic. This is the real scene of the crime. Officer Meekins lay in wait for the victim on top of the stage. And when the victim finally showed, he shot him from on high. That's the truth of your little recreation showed. How far will you go to accuse Officer Meekins for the crime? He's the most likely suspect we've got, especially given the situation with his gun. Well, even if he is the killer, at least my recreation was on the mark. You see, thank you for your understanding, my little cow... I said cowgirl, crow girl, crow girl. Crelly girl. I'm not some common crow, I'm the Yadagarasu, the Raven of Legend. Unfortunately, your conclusion is yet to be tested, so let's see how it holds up. Hey, how much longer do we have of this? Because if we have still like half an hour of this part of the case, then I might stop here. Agent Lang's logic.
Hold it!
Or stop soon. Looks like we found the real crime scene first. Think you're closing in? Okay. Huh. Brag all you want, but we don't have all that free time unlike the two of you. You know that remind me of? A dog licking his wounds as he whimpers home. Well, I guess I should be thankful for all the time you saved me. Xie. That's how you say thanks in my country. So you're from China? Or Korea? You're welcome. I hope he realizes we didn't do all this for him. But I'm here now, so I'll be taking over. As I was saying, this is where the crime took place.
Hold it!
Lying in wait? How did Officer Meekins even know the victim was going to come here? Simple. He was investigating the kidnappers, right? And while he was doing so, he came to understand the victim, Mr. Deacon's movements.
Objection!
Ha! And why would the good officer want to ambush and kill a kidnapper? You mean his motive? Who knows and who cares? You can find that out for yourself when you talk to him in jail. You have no respect for the order of law. Don't get me wrong, but I need more than there's a motive to convince me otherwise. He's right. The lack of motive is rather a weak argument by itself. So the officer lay in wait for the top of the stage. Zhangfa. The unknown country that's possibly in Asia, near China.
Hold it!
So you agree with how our recreation turned out? Like I said, I'm grateful you were able to save me some time. Alright, but we don't know why he chose to wait on top of the stage. Who cares? Maybe he wanted to become the Blue Badger. Who's to say he didn't see the stage and decided to put on a Blue Badger stow all by his own? Or maybe there's a completely different reason. Why does it matter? It still doesn't change the fact that Officer Meekins stood up on that stage and shot the victim from the ground below. I just had deja vu. I don't know why. I had a dream.
Hold it!
Do you honestly believe that you're saying is what really occurred? Hey, you're the one who came up with this scenario. Are you saying you doubt yourselves? Touché. Unfortunately, Agent Lang's conclusions do not contradict with our recreation. Does that mean it all went down just as he says? Not quite. I wonder if we had recreated earlier was the whole truth. And wait for the victim. When the victim finally showed, he shot him from on high. That's the truth of the recreation.
Hold it!
I didn't mean to press, I meant to do the other one. Entry point, lower right abdomen, entry point, right shoulder.
Objection!
It's the cocky sigh! I'm terribly sorry, Agent Lang. I should have warned you that our recreation is incomplete. You cut in quite unexpectedly after all. What is that supposed to mean? You said that the victim was shot by the killer from up above, correct? I hate to break it to you, but that's not possible. Huh? Why not? Recall Mr. Deacon's body, specifically where the gunshot wounds were located. Actually, I didn't get that good for of a look. Oh, well then. The bullet entered Mr. Deacon in the abdominal region and exited his right shoulder. This is more consistent with an angled shot from beneath the victim. Then, yes, a recreation had the victim being shot at an angle from above. A clear contradiction. You're discounting your own conclusions. No, this one points is the only flaw. This was the mistaken parameter in our recreation. The killer and victim's locations. Yes, the locations of the killer and the victim were wrong. I get it. I see what you're trying to say. I believe the killer and the victim were standing opposite to what we were initially thought. It was the victim who was on top of the stage as he was being shot by the killer. If this is what happened, it would also explain the position of the gunshot wound. But then what about the footprints? Since the footprints don't lie, we can assume then that the killer also wore a costume. Okay, I'll try using that data instead. I called it! I called it was going to be the Bad Badger reference. Or, like, being in this, because he's got a gun. He's the only one with a gun. Judging by the fact that both the killer and the victim were wearing costumes, I'd say it was a killing between the two kidnappers. That would be the most natural conclusion. Wouldn't you agree, Agent Lang? Well done, Mr. Prosecutor. But that alone doesn't clear Officer Meekins of the crime. Another bit of proof. I ask that you take another good look at the tire marks over there. The 3 marks are indicative of the Blue Badger-mobile. That story Officer Meekins told about the shop with wheels getting stolen was just a lie. He drove the Blue Badger-mobile here and committed the murder. And then he used the car to move the body to the garage in the Wild Wild West area. You believe he moved the body with the car? Abdominopelvic region. Yes. Okay, Raffatron. That's right. It was Officer Meekins himself who pointed us to the way he did it. The 3 tire tread marks are very telling, however. Is the Blue Badger-mobile the only thing capable of creating such a pattern? I mean, there's a pink one right there.
Hold it!
The tire marks? Yes, the tire marks. The ones there, behind the stage. I didn't even see those, because the camera wouldn't go over there. They were behind up until now, by the various pieces of stage equipment. As for when they were made, They must have been made after the rain had begun to fall, correct? Yes, probably around the same time as when the killer's footprints were made. The tires of that blue Badgermobile probably got pretty muddy because of that. I'd say it's the blue Badgermobile because, well, that's pretty obvious too. Can I present something here? I don't think I can. There would be mud on these tire tracks if it was.
Objection!
I was checking there to see if it would mention the pink one, but instead I just noticed that there was just no mud on the tracks. Sorry, Agent Lang, but that's an impossible tale. And why is that? Those tire track marks could not have been left by Officer Meakin's blue Badgermobile. One look at the car would have told you so. What proves the blue Badgermobile had never been in a stadium? That went away fast.
Take that!
Take a good look at the tires. There's not a single drop of mud to be found on it. Ugh. If this car had come to the backstage area and left those tire tracks, then the lack of mud on these tires stands out as very peculiar indeed. Then how do you explain the tire tracks, genius? Hey, I got it. How about Miss Oldbag's Pink's Badgermobile? Don't be ridiculous. I'm sleeping the entire time in the second tier seats. Indeed, I believe we can rule out her as someone is related to the crime. However, there is yet another more roving store, as I recall. Oh, you mean the Proto-Badger? That's right. There was one more parking space inside that garage. And it proves the existence of Proto-Badgermobile. Agent Lang, I suggest you find this Proto-Badgermobile post-haste. There must still be some sort of incriminating evidence in it. Ugh. H. Hey, did you see something? H. Hell. He's shaking so much. Help me. You're the son, aren't you? I can only tell purely by the ears. Are you alright? Well, this is something. Looks like we found our kidnapping victim. Where were you all this time? Wild West with kidnappers. It was the room next to the one I was being held in. Ran away using underground and got lost. The kidnappers. What is it? I can't understand what you're trying to say. The kidnappers escaped wearing costumes. Did you see the faces of your kidnappers? No, I did not see their faces, but one was a woman. A woman? I really wish I had the clip of Snake just going, a woman. Quite an important piece of testimony. Hey, what are you guys doing? Stop standing there and get our cops on this already. They take off their glasses the same way too. Are they a couple? I don't even let you guys have what the kids said just now. Consider it as a gift. Now, you're going to get out of my crime scene or am I going to have to get rough? Ugh, again? You're nothing but a big bully. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go. Oh, no, not you. You're a very important witness of my case. I'm not about to let you get away that easily. Don't count on me to testify because I won't. Not for you. That's right, I won't either. You hear me, young whippersnapper? Hey, calm down. There's no need for all this hostility. I just want to take a statement from each of you. I'm not going to go rough of either you up. I give you my word. Come now, fair maidens. What do you say? You cooperate? Fair maidens? My, you little rascal. You sure know how the way into this old woman's heart. Lang Zi says, the passage of time is but a fleeting moment, and a lady is for young forever. Huh. Trying to outdo my edgy poo with your fancy smatchy sayings? Let's get this over with, so we're clear I'm only interested in giving you my statement. Sure, just as soon as Mr. Prosecutor leaves us be. Mr. Edgeworth. Bye, Emma. I will never speak to you again. To be continued. Yeah! Alright. We keep getting kicked out of these crime scenes, Eric, man. Are we really heading back to the Wild West area? I'm just saving again. March 13th, 2:34 p.m. Wild Wild West area. This is all happening in a few hours from when we got kidnapped. But that is where we will stop for today. I keep forgetting it's got a save option here. But yes, that's where we'll finish for today. We will find out more next time. And I can let my throat rest because, geez, doing Lang's voice the first few times was very rough. And having to switch between the different types of voices is difficult, to say the least. But I'm having fun. This is enjoyable. I'm enjoying my time so far. Nothing too really much to gripe about. But yeah, thank you for joining everyone today. Hope you all enjoyed really cool Easter egg next time. Ooh, I'll look forward to that. But yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed today's stream. I'll be back tomorrow with more Ghost of Tsushima for the DLC. That's also fun, so be sure to tune in for that. But if you want to tune in for more of this, be sure to tune in next week, Tuesday, as usual. But as I was saying, thank you all for joining today. As if you haven't already, be sure to like, subscribe, follow, bell notifications, all that stuff so you get notified of when I next stream. If you want to help support me, there's links to Patreon and tips. And if you become a patron, you get right to the patron list here, where I give you a shout out of every stream, like I do with Hiro Kuni and the Soul Master 37. I thank you for the continued support. I greatly appreciate you all. And we all wear blue badger suits so we can commit all kinds of crimes, because no one will know who we are. But yeah, that's it for today. Y'all take care. Have a nice rest of the day. And I'll see you all either tomorrow or I'll see you all next week for more of this. Until then, thanks for joining and have a good one. Bye, Raffatron. Bye, Matt, if you're still here. Bye, everyone else. See you next time.